Hey, so today I just want to talk about some fucking some weird thing. I love how I immediately said fucking. Like, I'm physically incapable of just not swearing for 10 seconds. Also, I really need to like think of like better ways to like record other than because I just kind of like sit on my bed and my bed makes constant fucking stupid noises and they probably get picked up sometimes. And the fact that I also have my computer currently turned on and that thing, always sounds like it's on the verge of exploding, so I don't know if that'll be picked up. Hopefully not. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about was something I was thinking about when I was watching a video, as usually most things come to me when I'm watching a video. Now, there is a phrase or a term or I guess an insult in a way on the internet that is used towards some people that is the phrase, the word, the fuck, God, I can't talk. The thing that people call each other are NPCs. Now it's like, if someone doesn't play video games, they'd probably be baffled by what the fuck that means. But an NPC is a non-playable character. It is a character whose role is usually insignificant, or even if it is significant, they're on like a predetermined path, predetermined lines, predetermined personality, all that kind of shit, right? And so people on the internet adopted the phrase NPC to refer to people who all just kind of like say the same things as one another. They kind of go down like the same path. And like I'm trying to explain it, but like my computer did something, and I'm concerned because anytime a computer does something, I expect it to black screen, explode, crash, burn my house down. Anyway, an NPC is someone who just they're predetermined, they're void of emotion and life and all that kind of shit, right? So when it's used against people, it's like referring to an NPC in a game. And the best game, I think, with like the most NPCs that could probably be a good example of this is a game like Skyrim. I love Skyrim, which I don't think I've talked about Skyrim at all. If I haven't made a video on Skyrim, I probably should. Skyrim's a fun game. But the NPCs in Skyrim, they have, set paths. When you talk to them, they just say the same things. Like, you know how many times you hear some, like, guy say, Skyrim belongs to the Nords, or I used to be an adventurer until I took an arrow to the knee. That old meme, except that was actually in Skyrim. And you actually hear it quite a lot. Or you'll hear someone say, don't cause any trouble. And that's it. You'll hear those a lot. And when you talk to them, they just say the same things. They have predetermined paths. They have predetermined sets, thoughts, voices, all that kind of shit. It's very basic. There's nothing special about it, which is why NPCs in games have no real value, which is why the term NPC is now used for people in real life. And I can definitely say, without a shadow of a doubt, that I am by far an NPC, right? I am definitely the definition of an NPC by some terms. Like maybe there's parts about me that isn't very NPC like, but overall I am because I think about myself and like, well, one trait of an NPC is NPCs usually don't talk to you unless they're spoken to. That you have to like activate their dialogue, right? That's what happens with me. I usually don't talk to people first. I'm not the type of person to just talk to someone, mostly because I'm a fucking nervous wreck. And talking to someone first makes me nervous and it makes me think, oh shit, I'm being weird. Not to mention, I don't know why, but I always feel like I'm being needy. I don't know why. Like, let's say I haven't talked. Like, I have a friend, right? Let's say I have a friend and I haven't talked to that friend in like a month, and then I text them, "Hello." You want to know what goes through my head as I'm like getting ready to send that text? I'm like, oh, wow, I'm being really needy right now. That's what I genuinely think. I genuinely believe that I'm being needy by saying hello to someone I haven't talked to in a long time. Like, I don't understand. But that's one of the reasons why I don't really talk to people first. So in the term of NPC, people have to talk to me just talk to me. If people wanted to like do something fun with me, then they have that sounds weird. I mean like if someone wanted me to go somewhere with them or play a game with them or something like that, I would never bring it up. I would never be like, "Hey, you want to do this thing?" No, I would sit there and quietly just do my thing and they'd be like, "Hey, you want to do this thing?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then it's basically just like a fucking like an escort mission where they just have to escort me to the fucking place. And not only that, but I act like an NPC following the main character. Like I like stay behind them. Sometimes I'm slower than them, and it probably aggravates them. I can't help it. I walk slow sometimes. But I'm genuinely an NPC. Like I walk behind them. Sometimes I walk slow. I don't make conversation. I wait for people to talk to me. But that's because I have this fear of like just I don't know, being needy, greedy, or weird. Like I just like it's like if I want to talk to someone, I try my best not to talk to them unless they want to talk to me because I see it as if I have to talk to them, then that means that they don't want to talk to me. They're thinking that they're stuck in a conversation with me. And that's how I feel. That's one of the reasons why I don't like starting conversations because I feel like I'm locking people into a conversation with me when they don't want it. I want people to talk to me because that means they want the conversation and I always want a conversation. So the end result is that I want them to talk to me so that I can actually talk to them because I don't want to lock them into a conversation that they don't want to have with me, right? It's weird. But that's very NPC behavior as people on the internet would put it. And other ones of just like brain dead, like just like mimicking what everyone else says, right? The thing is, I don't really mimic a lot of what people say, nor do I oppose it. Like I said, I've always just sat on the middle ground. I don't oppose a lot of things, nor do I agree with a lot of things. I kind of just sit and I just kind of like take this like middle ground stance where I just kind of talk aimlessly, which in a way is very NPC like. Now, I hate when people use the term NPC to like insult someone who has like a differing opinion of them or maybe just enjoys something they don't or blah 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 because there's NPC is like one of those terms that gets thrown around a lot as like a way of being like if someone's just like, man, I really think that I don't know, like they're like, oh man, I really need to lose some weight or something, like my body's like in a lot of pain from all the weight or whatever. Someone will always be like, wow, you're such an NPC just saying what everyone else is saying, and it's like, motherfucker, shut up. Like shut up. Like I can definitely say that with certainty that I need to lose weight. Is that an NPC thing to say? In my case, probably. In other people's cases, no. But I am very NPC like. Like most people don't know I exist, and the only way someone would know I existed is if they barged into my room, saw me standing there, and someone could literally break into my house, and I still wouldn't like I wouldn't go, "Hey, get the fuck out!" I wouldn't jump up and start swinging. I would literally just sit there and look at them and just be like, nothing. I would just stare. I would just stare silently, and wait to either die or be talked to. Like I'm literally an NPC, like in like old Pokemon games where someone breaks into your house, walks up and talks to you, and then instead of the person just being like, "Why are you in my house?" they're just like, "Man, the world of Pokemon's great. I caught a Pidgey the other day," and then the person ransacks your house, probably talks to your like significant other or daughter or son or something, takes an item from them and leaves. You know, like I'm genuinely someone that if I went outside, people would literally think that they live in a simulation solely because of me. I walk like an NPC, I talk like an NPC, and not only that, but the thing about these videos that I make is that they're almost like collectibles. They're like collectible logs. Like, right? Because like other people when they make videos, it's like main character energy, right? They make videos with like so much gusto and all this kind of shit that like puts them on the map and people know them, people like them, they have energy, they have thoughts of their own. But then when my videos, it's the equivalent of when you're playing a game and you want to do like 100% completion, so you go in like random like areas of the game and you find like a little diary entry or a little like audio log, and then it plays the audio log and it's like, hello, my name is uh, uh, Bartholomew Scrunko, and today I went to the mall. It was really fucking cool. Wow. And then I met this girl and she kicked me in the balls. It was really neato burrito. Oh no, what is that? A zombie virus has infected the city? I am just a normal person. End audio log. And then pick up the next one. It's like, audio log number 2. There are now zombilos everywhere and they are biting people. I am still alive for now, but I am sure that that will change throughout the audio logs in which you find that are mine. That's literally what my videos are. They're just shitty audio logs. They're like just collectible things where like someone's just gonna like some main character is gonna be scrolling on YouTube just like, oh man, I've had such a busy day of having an active life and having people love me and having my own free thinking thoughts and being like an actual main character who matters in the grand scheme of life. I sure want to take a break and look at some YouTube. And then they just watch this, they just happen to stumble upon this fucking collectible NPC audio log, and I'm like that NPC that you don't meet, right? I'm like, there's those NPCs that you hear about but never meet. That's pretty much me. I'm the NPC that like people hear but don't see, and I don't play. Except I'm not like the one that you don't see that plays a vital role. I'm the one you don't see, and you kind of just think like, wow, this character is unbearable. But people would be like, oh, well, you're talking about the NPC thing, so wouldn't that mean you're not an NPC? No, that just makes me even more of an NPC because it's a very NPC thing to think, to be like, well, I'm an NPC. Because do you know how many games have like, every once in a while, there's like an NPC that like breaks the fourth wall, right? There's like so many of them that break the fourth wall and are like, man, it's like I'm an NPC in a video game, right? Like, so at the end of the day, I'm par for the course an NPC. I'm boring, emotionless, stupid, pointless, have no plot to anyone's story, and I have no like main story to myself. I, I am literally just that guy whose sole purpose is to sit in a room and wait for someone to find my audio logs or to kick in my door and just talk to me for a second. And mostly, if someone broke into my house and started talking to me, the most I'd be like is, hey, why are you in my house? And then I'd go back to playing a game. And then they talk to me. I'm like, why are you in my house? Go back to my game. They keep talking to me. Why are you in my house? I go back to playing my game. They talk again. Why are you in my house? And it just keeps going back and forth because I wasn't programmed to have any more dialogue. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about anymore. I've completely lost touch with whatever the hell's going on. My point being is I'm definitely an NPC. All right. I'm not the main character as much as I want to be. But do you know how many NPCs in like games are like, oh man, I wish I could go do big adventure things. They're saying I want to be the main character, but they can't. You know, I'm an NPC by full-fledged definition. You have to talk to me in order to actually get me to speak. You have to take me places because I will never take someone else someplace. I, I'm leaving worthless audio logs that have no exposition on the story. I'm just some idiot, and I'm dull, emotionless, and kind of unbearable. So yeah, I'm a complete fucking NPC, bro. So yeah. Oh man. I don't know. When is the Dragonborn going to break into my house and kill me? I'm just waiting for that. I don't know. I probably wouldn't stand a chance. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't even know if anyone knows what I'm talking about because I've completely lost the plot. So yeah, your friendly neighborhood NPC signing out. This end audio log. Sorry, whatever.